Hey, it's Juanita Wrestling, y'all. Happy Wrestling Wednesday, guys. Well, it's Wednesday for me today. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. I had to go ahead and just share with you guys my NXT 2.0 experience. I actually got to go to NXT yesterday, which was a very, very pleasant surprise. I actually went to NXT back in October. I went for the Halloween Havoc. And I just, I have to be honest with you guys. It was not my favorite show that I attended. Now, a little backstory and stuff like that. I used to be a huge, huge, like, fan of NXT. Well, I still am, but I mean, what I mean as far as, fan, like, I used to go to the shows all the time, especially like, before the pandemic and stuff like that, when they would do their house shows and stuff, I would go to all of the house shows that were here locally in Tampa. I absolutely loved them. There was no other wrestling experience that I got that was as much fun as the NXT live shows, at least at the time. I loved the interactions that we got to have with the wrestlers and everything, and just the crowds and stuff like that. Really, really made it fun. So, like I said, but then the pandemic happened and everything just kind of just shut down. Put things on the back burner and things like that. And now we are in a new norm, and it's having to take some getting used to and stuff like that. So but like I said, I finally was able to had go back to NXT. Like I said, it was for Halloween Havoc, and I have to be honest with you guys, that was my experience there was not like I was mentioning, it was not the best. For starters, when I went there, um by the time like my group of people got there, they, I guess, had already reached capacity and stuff like that to let fans in. So we there was a bunch of us there literally standing outside, trying to see if they would let us in and stuff like that. And we ended up waiting like over half an hour, because they were in there trying to make room for us and stuff like that. And ultimately they did, because I did get to go ahead and go in there and stuff like that. But this was like 35, 45 minutes into the show. So for me, that already kind of set the tone for me for the show. But for me, as you guys probably know by now, I love wrestling, and stuff like that. So for me, I try to make them, the best of it no matter what. However, once I got in there, I gotta be honest with you guys, the vibe was just, it just didn't feel, it just didn't feel, I'm not gonna say it didn't feel right. It just wasn't the same for me. It just wasn't. And, the matches and stuff like that that were happening that night, like I said, for me, I was, I don't want to say that because I don't want to be like negative or anything like that, because I don't like to be like that. But I mean, I was really disappointed, guys. And and for me, as you guys know, like, wrestling shows is where I'm at. I'm my happiest. I'm my truest self. I'm where, I feel the most like alive and vibrant and stuff like that. Again, like I've mentioned, it's my happy place, and stuff like that. But after that night, I was just like, I don't know if I want to come back, to another NXT show, because like I said, it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. But now, fast forward a couple of months and stuff like that, and I'm watching, and I see that they're doing stuff, and stuff like that, and some of these new wrestlers and stuff like that they have. I'm over here like, yeah, like I can get into some of these characters and stuff like that or whatever. So I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and try to see if I can go again, and give it another go. You know what I mean? Because no matter what, NXT is always going to have a special place in my heart. And so I went ahead and did the submission and stuff like that to go ahead and see if I could go, and I got the approval and stuff like that. So I went ahead and went to Orlando and stuff like that, and it's really cool because they've had it previously, but they have a bus that will escort you to the performance center and stuff like that, for the show. So they have this nice central location where you can go, and they go ahead and check you in there and stuff like that. They have you get on a bus, and then they go ahead and take you to the venue and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool that they do that. So I have to say, guys, right off the bat, when I got in there and I got situated and stuff like that, the people, and stuff like that around me, and just overall in general, guys, can I just say, like, it was absolutely awesome. It was incredible. And mind you, the show hadn't even started yet, okay? Like the energy, oh my god, see, look guys, like I'm getting this. The energy in there was absolutely amazing. Perhaps it was the people that were there that night, the fellow NXT universe, but I just have to say that I was completely blown away. The people that I was around, sitting by and stuff like that, and just overall, everyone that was there, I got the most incredible vibe. Okay, it was like, I mean, it was so awesome. Like, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I was just like soaking that all in, because I mean, right off the bat, already 100 times better than my last time that I was there. Okay. And again, that's before the show even started, before like them doing the tapings for 205 and all of that. I mean, everybody was just so pumped and like happy and like jamming out, like singing, talking, wrestling and stuff like that, just connecting with the friends and whatever, getting ready. And like I was like, oh my gosh, like this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is the NXT that I remember. And I was just like, oh my God. Like, it just warmed my heart, because I was like, oh my gosh. So right there, I was like, okay, guys, okay, I'm loving it. I'm digging it. Like, right there, I was like, okay, guys. All right, okay. Like, you guys have my attention, right? So with that being said, I was like, okay, with these new wrestlers or newer talent that they have and stuff like that, I was over here like, okay, you know what? Let me go ahead and see, like, let's see what these wrestlers got going on, and things like that. So, oh, and mind you, I don't know how it worked out. Again, thank you, wrestling gods. Thank you. I ended up getting one of the best seats in the house. Okay. I was just like right there, center, like ringside. I was just like, holy moly. I'm like, you guys, like, I'm freaking like front row. Like, this is incredible. I was like, in my mind, I was just like, thank you, wrestling gods. Thank you. Like, because again, my purpose for going, which I'm sure you guys all know, obviously, is ajstyles was going to be competing, okay, in the main event. All right. Now, I, for one, again, I've been watching this for a while, but to my knowledge, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I have yet to see AJ Styles compete in a singles match in NXT. To the best of my knowledge, I believe this was going to be his first, singles match in NXT. So I was like, yeah, I have to see that. So that in itself, like, and is what got me to, like, okay, I need to go to Orlando. I have to be there. I have to give this one more go, right? So with that being said, here comes the card and stuff like that. And let me just say, I absolutely love Escobar. Like, I love the faction. Like, Legando of Fantasma, if I'm saying that correctly. Man, their faction, yo, like, I'm just all about it. Like, their theme song and stuff like that, like, it just gets me so hype. I'm over here like, yeah, like jamming. I'm like, yeah, that's my people. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm just feeling it. So, like, that being the opening contest and stuff like that, with Escobar facing off with Quinn and stuff like that, to see who or Lopez would end up with. And just a quick second, can we just take a moment and appreciate Miss Lopez? Oh my goodness, like, she is like the bomb, okay? Like, she looks amazing. Like, I am living for her whole look, everything. I mean, she looks like legit, okay? The match was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. I loved being able to be right there, all in the action and stuff like that, and seeing. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, for a split second, like, I ain't lying. I thought for sure, Electra was gonna go ahead and like turn on, Escobar and like roll over there with Quinn, and stuff like that. But the awesome, again, just another thing that makes me love about her, yo, it's about la familia, okay? Like, she chose family because it's family over everything, right? So obviously Escobar got the win and stuff like that. And Electra, she made her decision. She is going to stay with them, and rightfully so. I mean, they, as a faction, I absolutely love them. I wish there was some other faction or some group that we can get like another feud going with them and stuff like that, because as a unit, I just love them. I think they're freaking awesome. Oh, and speaking of Escobar, so check it, guys. Check it. Check out his awesome fig, guys. Look at that. It's the first one. And as soon as I knew that he was getting one, I was like, yo, I have to get it. Obviously, La Raza, La Familia. Okay, you got to. And stuff. So, yeah, it's freaking cool, man. I love it. I love it. I think these are still available and stuff like that, whether in store, on Ringside, and stuff like that. So if you guys don't have one, you guys should definitely get it. I love the title. Obviously, I haven't opened it and stuff like that, but just the detail and stuff like that on, the title, and just on him, period, and stuff like that. It's really good. And I like how they have the other head right there with him having the mask and stuff on or whatever. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah. That's some good stuff right there. Now, the next as far as match and stuff like that, yo, can I just say, like, Grimes, like, he's my spirit animal, okay? Like, he is just so freaking awesome. Like, I love his energy, I love his vibe, and I'm really looking forward to what is to come for him this year. Me personally, and I said it last night, I hope, he gets to have an appearance at the Royal Rumble. Like, I don't want him, no, don't get me wrong, like, I don't want him moved up yet and stuff like that, because I'd really like to see him, go to the moon and stuff like that in NXT and stuff like that. And if you guys, like, saw, he went over there and had a little chat there with Mr. Carmelo Hayes and stuff like that. So that's pretty interesting. We'll see, what will happen and stuff like that. But my money is on Grimes, and I am hopeful he's going to make a big splash this year and stuff like that, and hopefully see some gold around his waist and stuff like that. So, we'll see, and stuff like that. But like I said, my money's on Grimes and stuff like that. So, but again, he's just so cool. I love him. I love like his energy, like I said. And again, for me, like he's goals for multiple reasons, obviously. So then the next match and stuff like that happened, and it was actually for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic and stuff like that. It was featuring Joe Gacy, if I'm saying that correctly, with Harland, Mr. Strong and Silent type, versus Idris and Malik Blade and stuff like that. So can we just take a minute and figure out like what the heck was going on with Harlan? Like, like he just kind of went out of control and just started beating the crap, out of that poor dude. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, like what's happening? I'm like, and he just did not care and stuff like that. And he ended up getting disqualified. I was just like, okay, so he's clearly not the tag team, type and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know what kind of, direction they're going to go with him and stuff like that, again, him being the strong and silent type and stuff like that. But, we'll see. Now, Gacy, I like him. I like him. And the thing is for me is like, at first when he came out, I was just like, oh, like who is this guy? Like, or when he first like debuted or like and stuff like that. But he's grown on me, and so I'm interested to see what they have planned for him and stuff like that, because I like him on the mic and stuff like that. He can wrestle and stuff, so we'll see. I don't, probably not the next tag team champions, obviously, and stuff like that. So, but anyways, I digress. So the next match that took place was Mr. Tony D'Angelo. Tony D. Yes, I like him. He's great. He's wonderful. Versus the bruiserweight, Mr. Pete Dunne, and stuff like that. I really enjoyed that match. It was nice, physical match and stuff like that between the two of them and everything like that. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I did not see that outcome. I did not see Pete Dunne losing that match. So I was pleasantly surprised, because I like Tony D. He's cool. He's awesome. He's a winner. He's a winner. So that match was pretty entertaining, pretty physical and stuff like that. And again, I shocked that like it was, Tony D to come on top. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that, with him, he's going to be someone to watch in 2022 as well, for me anyway. So that was that. Now the next match was for me, it was more like I really wasn't taking it too serious and stuff like that or whatever. Like I was just kind of like, okay, well, but the 6-woman tag match, I was pleasantly surprised on how entertained I was. Now, let me just say, Indy Persia, like they're like, I mean, like the picture perfect, of like, of a female wrestler as far as like her attire, gear, what they typically look like and stuff like that. And then you have Wendy Chu, like, which completely, like, she is like a whole mood, you guys. Like, don't you just want to be like in a onesie and like just be like snuggled up with your pillow and just like, like wanting to just rest and stuff like that, you know. So seeing her, like, this was my first time seeing her in action in person and stuff like that. Like, surprisingly, she definitely entertained me the most and stuff like that. And you know what? She's good. Like, she's a good wrestler and stuff like that. You know, she, you know, her gimmick and her wrestling style combined together, like, I liked that. I actually dug that. And again, her not having the typical wrestling attire and stuff like that, it just goes to show you it does not matter, because she did an amazing job. She killed it in the ring and I was entertained. So I literally got everything with Wendy Chu. So I am a, well, I'm not gonna say completely a Wendy Chu fan, but she has my attention and I'm definitely going to be paying more attention to her. So, you know, bring it on, Wendy Chu. So now the next match and stuff like that that happened was the match with uh Solo wait Solo Sakua versus Boa and stuff like that. I enjoyed that match as far as, like, you know, wrestling match and stuff like that. You know, Solo, I mean, he's legit. He's oos, you know, he's definitely, you know, got the talent, and like I saw him and I'm like, it's like I'm literally looking at his father. Like, I mean, his look and everything like that. I mean, wow. Man, like I think he's great and stuff like that. And I love his style. I love his presence. He's great and stuff like that. And it's such a treat that we're getting to have him in NXT and stuff like that before, like, he will, you know, and rightfully so, get called up to, you know, the main roster and stuff like that. So for me, I'm just enjoying getting him to see and stuff like that in NXT, and, you know, him continue to develop and grow, because obviously he's a natural talent. It's in his blood. He has it and stuff like that. But right now, you know, he's, you know, honing his craft, and, you know, he's only getting better and stuff like that. And so he's going to be one over the next couple of years and stuff like that. You know, we're going to see him, you know, doing big things and stuff like that. And I'm excited. I'm excited for that next generation and stuff like that. So now, you guys, Mr. Carmelo Hayes, OMG, guys, like, legit. I just like, I like his style. I like him on the mic. I like his presence. Like, I like everything about our North American champion, you guys. Like, he don't miss. Like, he's legit and stuff like that. I think, like I said, with him and stuff like that, I think he's going to bring a lot of attention to the NXT American Championship title and stuff like that. But like I said earlier, you know, with Grimes and stuff like that, ooh. Now, I think they actually have the potential to have a pretty good rivalry. So I'm hoping that we do see that, because I think it's going to be great, you know. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're still at the very beginning of the year. There's so much that can transpire and happen and stuff like that. So, but I'm hopeful that we are going to go ahead and get that Grimes, you know, Hayes, you know, rivalry and stuff like that, and potentially get, you know, a very, very instant classic match. We'll see. And now, you guys, the reason why I went, okay, the main event, you guys, ajstyles versus Grayson Waller. Okay, so I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I really, really like Grayson. And honestly, he's one of the main reasons I tune into NXT. He is so handsome, you guys. Oh my gosh. Like, he warms my heart so much. He's special, like, really special. But the thing is that, yo, he's going up against the phenomenal one, you guys. The champ that runs the camp, like, I, AJ Styles, like, he is just, man, like, there's not enough that you can say about AJ Styles. Like, he's a GOAT. He's literally a living legend. He's literally one of the best to ever do it in my generation, in our generation, you guys. Oh my gosh. So for me, having to pick between Grayson and AJ, I have to go with AJ Styles, because like AJ Styles is, again, like, bam, he's up here. He's like the one, the phenomenal one. So obviously, sorry Grayson, I love you and you're like so amazing, but I had to go with AJ Styles. That's who I had to root for, because again, you can't root against AJ Styles, guys. You can't. He's the man. He's a phenomenal one. Again, the champ that runs the camp. So, can I just say that match was absolutely brilliant. I loved the back and forth between the two of them. You have this, this veteran, this seasoned guy that literally, I mean, goes like, if he just, is fresh on the scene, I mean, AJ Styles has been around for such a long time and stuff like that. And for him to still go and put on the kind of matches that he still does, man, I mean, you are the man, okay? You are the man. But you know what, guys? Grayson Waller, he did a freaking amazing job going toe to toe with him. He put on a hell of a match, guys. I freaking loved his performance. And oh my goodness. Oh, just thinking about him. He is going to be one of the top guys. He is. Absolutely. You can, quote me on that, because he's going to be one of the guys that's going to be, taking, WWE NXT to that next level, because he's got it. He's got the presence. He's got the charisma. He's got the talent. He's got the looks. I was going to say he's the future, but he's now. He's now and stuff like that. So it was such a treat for me to get to see these two incredible athletes go out there and just kill it in the ring and stuff like that. I was so happy that I was able to experience that. It was special. It was special because I know for me, and stuff like that, I know I'm going to be looking back at that match and just remembering that, hey, this is what got him go. This is what got Waller going. Like, this is what, like, literally started and catapulted him, because he did a great job and stuff like that, literally standing toe to toe with one of the best wrestlers in the entire world. So I was super happy, super proud of him and stuff like that. And so, I mean, again, had he not been facing AJ Styles, I literally would have been like cheering for him, and like I would have done a sign for him, not like against him and stuff like that, because that's how much I do like him. And like I said, I know he's going to the top, guys. He's definitely going to the top. You'll see. So that was that I just wanted to share that with you guys and stuff like that. As far as, like I said, my experience and stuff like that, at NXT and stuff like that. And then with regards to, just recapping, a couple of the matches and stuff like that. I will say, especially now, having gone this second time and stuff like that, the first one of the year for me, after what I experienced last night, I would definitely recommend for you guys to go to catch a show if you have the ability to do so, if you guys are in town, because the vibe, the energy, the crowd, everything that I experienced last night, guys, it was amazing. And that made me and remind me of what, it used to be like and stuff like that when I would go to the NXT shows. And it just felt so great to feel that vibe again. So as far as for me, you know, NXT definitely redeemed themselves. Like I said, I had an absolute great time, and I would definitely go back if I had the opportunity to do so, because I think what they're doing is, at first I was kind of like, oh man, but I see what they're trying to do and stuff like that, and they're getting a lot better, and the new talent that they have and stuff like that, some of these guys and girls are really special, and I can see that. So I'm really interested to see where they go and stuff like that, and how they are utilized to now take this new generation, this new, well, I'm not going to say completely new, but it's not, but this rebranded NXT and stuff like that. So 2022 is going to be pretty interesting for them. So, we'll see how it goes. But again, I now know, like I said, that NXT, they still got it. They still got it, because they definitely brought it last night, and I was entertained. So, like I said, if you guys get a chance or an opportunity to go to catch a show, I recommend that you do so, because again, I had a blast. It was an awesome time. And again, from the moment I got there to the moment I left, I was all smiles. I had a great time. So thank you, NXT, for the lovely time and stuff like that. And thanks to the freaking fellow NXT universe, the fans that were there last night. Oh my gosh, you guys, the energy was incredible. I freaking loved it. So yes, so there's that. So that's it for me, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and please, 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 please like, comment, share, subscribe. You guys take care, enjoy your day, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much. Oh, and remember, guys, wrestling is life. Bye.